We have ourselves an abomination. Finally an arbalist. So we have a new arbalist here, guys. So we can name one of you guys after our new arbalist here. What was the plan here out of interest? We have, two heroes here that can go on a mission. We definitely want to take a... We wanted to take an arbalist and a bounty hunter on because we don't have one of them yet. I don't think there's any more classes that we don't have yet. I believe. I think all we need is an arbalist and bounty hunter, and we have every single class in the game.
Shoot, bandage,
so, Mirage, more stress damage with torches above 75, so we have to get rid of that very quickly. Tough and Wheeled Explore though is both nice because we go to the wheel quite a lot, and Tough is just generally great. Yeah, we've got a Mariage here, the Seeker Arbalist. Really nice. And should we take someone else on? One of you guys let me know if there are any more classes I need in this game, or if I have them all once I get a bounty hunter. I could take one of these guys on still, so I can have a full team of apprentices here to do some more stuff with. But I'm not too sure if I need to yet. We can hold on to 3 more guys here. We've got Mariage, Hollow, and the Factvith. We're going to rename Mariage to one of our viewers here. Let me get up the giveaway app here, and if you guys type in !hero, I should have it ready by the time you hear this, then you'll have a chance of being named one of our new heroes here. Although I'm going to get my banned list up here because you've already been named in this game. You're not allowed to be named after one of our heroes here until you die. When you're dead, you're allowed to be named again, but until then, you're banned. You're not allowed to be 2 heroes at once. It's naughty. Let's just do that here. There we go. Alright. So if somebody who hasn't typed it in before types in !hero, they have a chance of being our new arbalist here. Keep in mind you do have to spell it right, Cyberkeeper. It doesn't have an A in it. It's just H-E-R-O. So yeah, next mission. The regular formula here. If we did make a new apprentice team, we could go on a short apprentice mission to the Warrens here to get ourselves the survival guide, portrait, and some gold. Or we could potentially take on the Brigand 12-pounder to get a legendary brace, which gives extra damage, but less speed and more stress damage. That's a very nice little trinket, to be quite honest. It just depends on whether the Brigand 12-pounder is attainable by our guys here. What kind of team would we bring? I know I was saying that we needed somebody who could debuff his protections, but now I have a feeling that cannons can't be debuffed. It would kind of make sense that you couldn't debuff a cannon. So maybe, you know, forcefully bringing a occultist, or no, whatever class can lower someone's protections really isn't actually that beneficial. We want to sort by level here. Stop messing us up here. So who would we bring for the cannon? We need lots and lots of raw damage, no damage over time. Raw damage is what we're going to be inflicting to the boss. I mean, we could have one damage over time inflictor, and they could mainly be targeting the matchmaker, but yeah, we'd mostly just want to stop the cannon from being lit, otherwise we'll all die. I guess Luna would work. He can hit the front 3 people with his crush, probably kill the matchmaker every turn, hopefully. Hopefully his weapon will actually do enough damage so we can kill him with the crush here. Rampart is a nice little stun. I wonder if he can actually stun the matchmaker. Maybe Rampart would be nice to actually stall out the matchmaker, not necessarily kill him. Although, I mean, killing him does just as well. Bolster and Defender. Retribution. Command. Yeah, I like this setup here, that's fine. Gamer, I mean, he can throw a ton of knives at the boss, can't he? Marking the boss would be good, so I feel like we should bring Nexus here, but now he has the worries and gripping in the guts. He got 2 diseases during that mission. Extra stress damage can really suck, so maybe try and treat both them diseases would be a good idea. We could roll a full damage team, just like we did on the Brigand 8-pounder. It seems like playing aggression against that boss is the way to go. Screw keeping your team all healthy. It seems like just dealing more damage than the enemies can to you is a better idea, but we are dealing off higher health enemies now. Zack. Ion Spawn's always nice. I like the idea of bringing Zack, to be honest. Have him right at the front, because that Iron Swan can save us when we have to hit the guy at the back. Wicked Hack, Iron Swan if it bleeds, and Adrenaline Rush. That's a good set to have. Luna here. It seems pretty good. Ender. Not the best because it's very, very bleed focused. But Hound's Rush can hit any enemy, so... yeah, we wanted to bring Target Whistle for the sake of marking a target. Maybe marking a target will still be worthwhile for the sake of throwing knives at the boss. But we'll have to see if the protection actually works on the boss. We'll do a little experiment and see if Target Whistle works on the boss. We tried to level up Ender here initially to be able to use Target Whistle on the boss and know its protection. So I'll bring it, hopefully it might work. If it doesn't work, then we've still got somebody who can hit any enemy from any position, hopefully killing the Fusilier every turn. We might make him the fastest as well to make sure if he ends up missing, we do have a backup. This Max's Head might be nice on him too because that'll make sure the dog always kills. But yeah, Gamer. Do we want Gamer in this position here or should we go for somebody else? I think Nexus needs to get disease treatment and our only other choice is Snosmo here, which, whilst he is pretty good, that rake, I feel like letting a couple of bandits stay alive whilst you just focus down the cannon is better than constantly like raking every turn to kill everything. Maybe it's good to bring in. Beast Bile's kind of useless though, it'd mainly be raging and raking. Which, don't get me wrong, is still pretty good. But, I guess this setup would work. So it'll be our front Hellion here being Zack Attack, which is fine. Looks pretty good there. Luna here seems pretty fine to me in the second spot. Gamer in the third spot, and then finally Champ Ender in the back. All these abilities can be used, right? We don't need to level up Lick Wounds. We don't need Lick Wounds leveled up. Gamer here has all the skills he needs. Flashing Daggers works fine. Maybe Pick to the Face would be useful. Poison Darts aren't as useful during this mission because the Brigand 12-pounder. Let's bring Pick to the Face instead of Poison Darts because we're not going to be damaging over timing it, and if we need to hit the front then we can. Luna here. The Crush is always useful. The Rampart is pretty good. Defender and Volstead, they all seem fine to me. And then finally Zack has these skills we like here. We're not going to be using it if it bleeds that much, but it's there. It is what it is. Winded. Kind of sucks, but we'll deal with it. I feel like for the sake of this boss here, we'll check the Survivalist as well as the Blacksmith and whatnot. So Luna here has all he can get. Zack Attack can buy some better equipment, so we'll go buy that. Definitely need everyone fully kitted out for this boss because it is a medium boss. It does not mess around. We have all the stuff we need here. As for the guild, everyone's leveled up their skills, right? Bellow, no. Do not care about Bellow. Do not care about those. Do not care about those. Can we level up our guild skills some more? We can get higher rank skills, which might be a good idea. Yeah, let's get higher rank skills. It costs 900. So maybe we won't spend it on all our skills, but we'll spend it on the ones we'll mainly use, which is probably Thrown Dagger. Mainly Thrown Dagger. We don't want to go too overboard, but we'll buy the most used skills here. Hound's Rush. Yeah, definitely. Our main attacking skills we'll bother spending 900 on. Wicked Hack. I use Iron Swan a lot too, but I don't want to go overkill on it, so I'll ignore it for now. Luna. I'm more tempted to buff up Defender, but let's do the Crush. And then finally Gamer, you've already got your Thrown Dagger right, so you've all leveled up your main attacking skills. Nope, Nexus here no, we're not bringing Nexus. And yeah, you're all fine. Survivalist, can we afford to buy a new survival skill for you guys? Where's the Survivalist at? There we are. Can we afford to rank you up? 62 crests. I guess this is why we should probably go to the Cove more often. Do we have any disease guys coming? We could get rid of Vertigo during this mission if we got Snuff Box here. Removes target disease. One companion also remove target disease. So we could get Snuff Box for a free disease curing. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, we'd have to pay to get rid of that disease anyway, so let's buy a skill that can get rid of a disease. Zack here. For any good skills for you? Revel. Self only reduces a lot of stuff and some stress though too. All companions also reduce. It's a Really, really good stress reduction, but it's really good for stress and stress resistance, but it really screws over accuracy and speed because you're all getting drunk. Reject Gods is a great self-reducing stress. Very much like Let Down the Mask, kind of, but if you're of religious people, it can be pretty bad. I don't think we need anything that great on you. You got Battle Trance, which is really nice on you. I don't even know why I'm checking Hollow. No, I wasn't checking Hollow, that's fine. And Hound's Watch might be nice to bring to prevent that nighttime ambush. Less chance Pie surprise, more chance Monster surprised, and prevents nighttime ambush. Man's Best Friend can reduce zone stress by 20, but I like the idea of Hound's Watch. Luna. All companions, extra damage for 4 combats with weapons practice, and 75% chance of buffing everyone's crit for 4 combats. Or tactics, extra dodge and extra crit for 4 combats. Weapons practice is an aggressive form of tactics. I feel like we're trying to kill the boss, right? So we want to play offensively, so weapons practice will do the job. And we've got to remember we're getting very low on money here, so I think that'll be it. Let's get ready to go. No, let's not get ready to go. Let's get ready to treat your diseases, Nexus, because you have 2 things here. You want to get rid of the worries here and hopefully get rid of griping in the guts as well. Is it gripping in the guts or griping in the guts? I think it's gripping in the guts. I don't think I can read properly. Does anyone else have nasty diseases? I'm pretty sure Kwai's pretty messed up, yeah. Red Plague's got to go. Hopefully Vampiric Spirits will leave too. Now we're very low on money, but I should have done that. I should have buffed the medical devices some more, but I have to deal with it now. I guess we'll do it for the next mission. Alright, I'm going to go and roll off that name now, guys. I will finally roll off that name. We've got between Winds Whisper and Cyberkeeper here, and our winner here is Winds Whisper. Congratulations. You are our new Arbalist. Congratulations. If I find a bounty hunter, I'll definitely take him on after this mission, so Cyberkeeper, you have a chance of being named our bounty hunter. But that's only if we find him on the wagon after our next mission here. Or I might just end up taking some guys on the wagon anyway, because I think all we need is a bounty hunter and then we have all the classes, so I don't care who I take on really. Preferably a healer though. If we do take some more guys on though, you'll still have a chance of being named. So Legendary Bracer, Brigand 12 pounder, let's head out here. 2 dog treats of course, we get a shovel from Gamer here. You've all got the skills you need, right? You've all got the camping skills you need because you only start off for free, so let's go buy ourselves 14 torches, 12 torches I mean. It is the wheel though and it naturally goes down more from what I hear. But then we are heading straight for the boss, so maybe we don't need as much torches. I think we'll just bring 12 instead of 13 because we are heading straight for the boss. Although now we're going to get one of them like massive corridors to the boss and the game will screw us over, but I'm willing to take that risk. 12 food, 16 food, 1 medicinal herbs just in case we find some food, 1 key just in case we find ourselves a secret room. We've got enough food, we've got the torches, we've got some shovels, we've got a key and medicinal herbs. And we'll bring 2 anti-venoms for the sake of there's a lot of disease going around here. Alright, see you in a bit, Kawaii. You're not dead yet, Kawaii. No, you've just got a bunch of horrible diseases which are being treated right now. We've got our torches, we've got our food, we've got medicinal herbs. Yeah, good to go. No, we're not. No, we're not. I almost forgot the items there. Sort by class restriction. Double-edged pendant. Extra HP but less stun resist. I don't think there's that much stun going around this place, so that's just sort of mainly a positive, I think. Lead skill chance is good for generally like just being throughout the wield. But then it wouldn't be great against the boss. Ancestor's Bottle. Nah. Maybe going for the extra damage, but less stress damage would be nice. We go for really, really high damage on our sack attack here. Plus the HP debuff is offset by the double-edged pendant, so that's basically 25% extra damage for 25% extra damage, 5% extra HP, and 20% extra stress damage, and minus 10% stun resist. That seems good. I like the idea of that, dismass his head. There's nothing that great we could also bring us there. We could buff ourselves up in speed, I suppose. Extra speed, extra dodge. Yeah. Luna here. You need to play a more aggressive man-at-arms, I think. We have to play aggression. We can't play the slow, boring, defensive play style. We have to play offensively. Feather Crystal may not be the best on you, though. Though buffing up your speed could be nice. Let's give you the Feather Crystal, buff up that speed. Give you a better chance to dodge, too. Going before the enemies is usually good when you're playing a let's not get... When we have no healer, we need to go before them. Blight, disease resist, but less dodge. That's probably good on a defensive standpoint, just because we're going to the wield. It's usually good to have. I have one offensive, one defensive item. As for Gamer, we've already used our Dismass his head here, so... Does he have any exclusive items? No, he does not. What should he bring then? Feather Crystal for additional speed again, maybe? Feather Crystal does seem really nice for what it is. Otherwise, we could bring the Survival Guide to get the extra scouting chance and Trap Disarm. Or maybe... Death Blow Resistant Dodge could just be useful, you know, it's mostly good. But then we do lose the crit chance. Beast Slayer's Ring... do we have a Human Slayer's Ring? Because we are going up against a lot of humans. Are humans unholy? I think that's just skeletons. We don't have like a Mankind Slayer's Ring, do we? Because we're going up against a lot of bandits during that cannon fight. Nah. Right. We could just reduce stress damage taken, I suppose. We've already got Wheeled Adventurer though, so that's kind of pointless. Feather Crystal then. And... Actually no, we want Feather Crystal on our Hound Master here. I think that's better. What could a Hound Master use as well? Extra dodge, extra speed, but less debuff resist. I like that. It's not a big buff, but it's a buff nonetheless. So you've got all you need. You've both got all you need. We've got Gamer here. Guess we can give you the Ancestor's Bottle just for that extra HP. And the stress damage is offset by Wheeled Adventurer. Just make you harder to kill, I suppose. Couldn't hurt. Less stress damage taken? Nah, it's not worth it on you. Blight and Disease Resist might be nice, but it does reduce down the speed. We need to play aggressively again. Extra accuracy of range skills, but less dodge. Pick to the face is our only non-range skill, isn't it? But it does reduce the dodge. Oh, kind of like a pretty bad situation here for trinkets. I guess we'll just go with a survival guide here and be safer for traps. I mean, Gamer will be our chief trap disarmer. So that'll work. We've got all the skills we want here, haven't we? Yeah, I think we have all the skills we need. And level 4 are the skills that we'll mainly use during this play. So, good to go. Finally ready to go.
The wild whispers of heresy roused the rabble to violent action. Such was the general air of rebellion that even my generous offer of gold to the local constabulary was rebuffed. To reassert my rule, I sought out unscrupulous men skilled in the application of force. Tight-lipped and terrifying, these mercenaries brought with them a war machine of terrible implication.
Now the law's out of the way. I'm not sure whether I want boundaries around the PvP arena yet. I'm not too sure. Alright. We've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has to be here. It's going to be here. So the best way to get there is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5. We'll go down this way. We got a lovely initial scout off there. We could be greedy and go for that room battle with treasure, but I think we should. Like, when you're doing a boss fight, it's usually best to be in the best situation you can be before getting to the boss. I'd like to be in the best situation we can be in before we get to the boss here. So we're beelining for the boss, screw the extra treasure. We're not being greedy. Got a free sack here. You mean the ones that are already there? Oh yeah, I think... One sec, I'll take this gold here. I think where the scuff... We'll ignore that for now and I'll decide a little bit later. I'm not too sure and I can't really think straight right now whilst playing this. So ignore the boundaries for now. And I'll decide on that later. We can always figure it out later. Alright, definitely do not use dog treats up yet. We want that for the final fight. 6 to 10 can cause a bleed. Would not cause a bleed on the Bone Conscript, of course. Wicked Hound's Harry to get 2 bleeds off. Nah. Let's just go for the... I feel like we're not going to be able to outspeed the Enchantress here. Although we do have a lot of speed in our team. We've got 10, we've got 10, we've got 6 and 5. Hey, a Thrown Dagger might finish the job if we Hounds Rush the Enchantress. 8 damage. Bleed as well. Enchantress did get an outroll on our against Gamer here. Like, Gamer did have a higher speed, but we just got unlucky there. It happens. Stunning the Gladiator might be a good idea, because he is a pretty dangerous threat. The Enchantress is already gone now. We'll most likely outspeed her next turn, so she should be dead. Bone Conscript really isn't that dangerous. The Bump in the Night really isn't a big threat. So we'll go for that potential stun. Crits and stuns. That's really good. Maybe Flashing Daggers, 5 to 10. It's going to bleed for 2, so if it does 7, the Enchantress should be dead and we'll damage the Gladiator. Yeah, sounds good.
Their formation is broken.
Lovely.
Maintain the offensive.
Wicked Hack to get rid of you, seeing as you won't get your turn, so let's Wicked Hack you. Stop you getting a turn. Yeah, we took 1 damage and 17 stress. That's a pretty good fight. Aggression can be really good in this game. 6 to 14, 13.
Give them no quarter.
Yeah. Very, very good fight there. Ooh, no, stay there.
Low and driven into the mud.
You stay there. I want to switch you two around though. I just like having our Hellion in the front here. Eventually we will have to keep Zack Attack in the front because we want him to have the battle stance buff or whatever from being in the front. Which means we probably can't use his stun ability on Luna during the cannon fight. Maybe we'll use Bellow instead or something. I guess we can only use Bellow instead. Maybe the shield will be useless for us during the fight. I suppose if we have to go for a stun, we have the option. An empty sack, fine. Sure game. We have to use another shovel here, so it's a good thing we brought 3. We've got 1 more now. Oh yeah, Dracolite would be very, very good for planting all that lava in there. Lovely scout off. You could always use some additional scouts. We have to do a rune battle no matter what, so we may as well go the way. But we can afford to get rid of 1 more obstacle here and then take the rune battle with treasure rather than trying the rune battle with Curio. Plus, we have a corridor battle if we go down here, so doing 1 more battle before the boss is probably the better idea. So let's just go and sprint for that. Put some extra food here, it's always useful. We have a rune battle that has treasure in it, which, you know, I forgive it for it. The rune battle has treasure in, fair enough, fair play. And it's not a horrible rune battle either, it's a pretty easy one. Hound's Harry might be nice. What's the bleed like? 2 for 3 rounds. Oh, these have protections now. These batteries actually have protections, which is surprising to say the least. Have they always had protections? Either way, it really sucks. Okay, well, Hounds rush the one at the back, and hopefully we can Iron Swan it to possibly kill it if we're lucky. They have a lot of protections though. Thrown Dagger at the one at the back, maybe. 4 to 10. Let's just go for it. 5 damage. Hopefully we can Iron Swan it now. Can we outspeed it? We should be able to outspeed it with Iron Swan. Then Rampart you to stop you getting a turn in. Or maybe you could rend them out. I really hate these cultists, gladiators and whatnot. Oh, I can't Iron Swan now because I just went for the stun there like an idiot. That's stupid on my part. Let's go for the kill on you maybe then, yeah. Unluckily, a small roll, so they all get their attacks off. Which sucks for us, but we do get a camp out after this turn. Although that was a really, really nasty crit there. Rain of Blight, hits them both. They both resist, which is lovely. Then another Rain of Blight. Please do not be bad. Unfortunately, to get 1 Blight off. No marks though, so our team isn't in the worst spot right now. The Blight's going to suck. It's going to stack up that damage, but we could be a lot worse off. You're going to go and bleed for 2, so you're literally on 5 health now. So a Thrown Dagger would probably kill you. Maybe Hound's Harry, 2 to 3. They would kill off the Gladiator and be able to, like, wound the others. I think that worked out. You've got to bleed for 4 now. Unfortunately, you are still going to be on 1 health, so we do have to hit you to stop you getting a turn in. Yeah, we'll have to throw a dagger at you to stop you getting a turn in.
As the fiend falls,
Go for the guarantee kill.
faint hope
Does waste a lot of potential damage, but we have to make sure it doesn't get the chance to go. 6 to 10 with bleed. Yeah, I like it. 9 damage. Does resist the bleed, unfortunately. And maybe a crush will finish it. There we go. Now all we have is a groping swiper. And we slew the evils that lurketh. Is that Eldritch? It's got a tentacle in the achievement description, or in the achievement picture. Maybe it's because we killed enough Eldritch enemies. I like how at least the damage is somewhat spread out, so our team should be okay for health by the time we get to the boss. We can cure this blight if we... 2 damage for 4 rounds. Do we have any bandages? After this fight we could use bandages and our 2 anti-venom here. So everyone is in an okay spot here. Let's just go for the kill ASAP. Pick to the face does a lot less, of course, so we're throwing a dagger in your face instead. 3 damage. Well, you should know I'm streaming, Blue. Like, Terminator didn't tell you I was streaming. You're basically, like, here every day. You should know by now I stream every day at 6. There's no excuse. We could dump your extra 2 damage from Blight in favour of giving yourself a buff. But nah, we'll go for the if it bleeds and make sure you die now. Die ASAP so we get less ticks of damage here. Hound's Rush, 5 damage and a bleed. These things are nightmares with their protection. Crush you. Hopefully you'll bleed out now. You will. Good.
the weapon that cuts on its own.
No bandages, Lewid. Like, I'm disappointed by that. You may as well use our anti-venoms up here, right? Because the boss can't poison us. So we'll just use them to their full effectiveness now. We have an heirloom chest here, and we haven't got a secret room, so may as well use a key on that. Get ourselves 6 deeds and 6 crests. It's a good thing we came this way. It worked out. Alright. Camp out. And we have some additional food to heal up with if this camp out here does not fully heal us. Everyone's healed up to full here. Stress is reduced. I can always heal that 6 damage with 3 food. So yeah, we'll be in a very good spot here. You know all them camping skills we invested all that money into? Before you camp, you're supposed to assign the camping skills. You're not allowed to reassign your camping skills once you've done a camp, so yeah. We just wasted a free 4th camping skill, which would have been great for all of our allies before this fight. And it was the whole point we bought these. Had to actually assign them before we went here. Well, we'll have to deal with what we got now. So we lose out on the ability to... what? We lost our ability to get rid of a disease with Snuffbox. We lost out on our ability to prevent a nighttime ambush with Hound's Watch. And then we lost out on the ability to give all of our allies extra damage and crit for 4 combats. Why? Why didn't it automatically assign it? I mean, you're allowed to have 4 camping skills. Just automatically assign it, please. Well, I mean, we'll just deal with what we got now. 4 stress. Nobody needs stress relief. We have nothing to prevent a nighttime ambush, so we're going for buffs. Just pure buffs. Which means... Battle Trance. Yes, definitely good. Sharpened Spear is going to be worth it. How much do we have left? 6. Instruction. And that's probably what we're going to use, right? Instruction and maybe Therapy Dog. Gives everyone 10% less stress damage, but we want to focus on dealing damage, right? So I think maintaining his own equipment would be a good idea. Then we have 2 points left to encourage, to bring down stress by 4. Not worth it. Do you have anything? Pep Talk. We could Pep Talk, or we could Pilfer, and that's it. Who would suffer the most stress damage, potentially? Guess you would. Yeah, you suffer more stress damage from having Dismass's head, so I have a feeling that it'd be good to stop you getting stressed as much. So we'll give you a little pep talk. Give Zack attack. Zack attack's going to be one of our main murderers here. Alright, hopefully no nighttime ambush. Thankfully, we didn't get a nighttime ambush, and to be fair, Watchdog, the scouting and like the extra surprise chance would not really help much. So we didn't get punished for not preventing a nighttime ambush there. However, we did get punished for not being able to get the ideal buffs for our team here. Alright, I wonder what happened there for a minute. I wonder like if we all got debuffed there for some weird reason. Alright, that bleed's taking its effect. We'll get rid of that before the fight. Heck, we can even use some medicinal herbs to get rid of the potential debuff for not being in position 4. But that's no. If we get knocked back and we're no longer in position 1, we can always use medicinal herbs to get rid of it, right? I'm pretty sure that'll work. So yeah, let's head on in here after we heal up here. We only need to use 2 food for that. So we have 8 food left. Kawaii's back. Welcome back. Let's head on in. Keep that torchlight up. Very important. And here we have the cannon. The Fuseman now has 12 HP. Should still be murderable, right? 6 to 10. Oh god, it doesn't even do that much, to be honest. How much does he do with Dog Treat? 9 to 15, so it's like a 50-50 chance to kill the Fuseman every turn now. I mean, bleeding the others doesn't seem that great, to be honest. We could whistle this guy and try and see if it lowers his 70% protection. It does resist debuffs with 220% resistance, so we've marked it now to take more damage from thrown daggers in the future. They're saying that. Okay, we need to kill this Fuseman now. Lashing daggers plus a if it bleeds would probably do the job. Does some split damage there, which is nice. Shank's a shank, does 15 right off the bat and inflicts a bleed for 2 damage for 5 rounds. Alright, game is already in a terrible spot here from that initial screw you shank. That really sucks. Right, we have to go for an if it bleeds on you, right? Yeah. That cannon cannot be lit. But we'll keep the other guys alive. Stunning you to stop you being annoying for a bit could be nice, seeing as we have no bleed heals. Stopping this outlaw cutthroat. Or we could protect Gamer from further harm through using Defender. He's still going to get blanket fired though. I feel like maybe we just rushed cannon, but like it's going to call reinforcements, so we just have to keep attacking the cannon, don't we? We could go for a buff. Maybe buffing our speed's a good idea. Alright, goodbye Whisper. Thanks for watching, man. Reinforcements, of course, it's calling in its matchman again. That makes sense. Hound's Harry, probably not the best thing. We'll go for the Hound's Rush and hopefully it will get the kill immediately. 10 damage plus a bleed. Alright, it's dead. Now we can just focus the cannon. 4 damage. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Blanket fire. Yeah, to be expected. Gamer's going to get knocked onto death's door, isn't he? No, he has more health than before, actually. Okay, he's going to be knocked down to 8 health. Maybe we go for a protect on Gamer. To stop him getting single targeted out. Buffing self for damage for a few turns could be really good idea. We're dealing 3 to 5. We're dealing 4 to 7 with a Wicked Hack, or we could buffer damage to deal more damage over the next few turns, and get extra accuracy too. We have a 90% chance to hit, so maybe going for the initial buff here. I think that's better if we get bled. Hopefully the cutthroat goes for Zack, so we can cure bleed whilst also buffing ourselves up. But for now, let's focus DPS on the cannon here. To be honest, I'm so tempted just to focus the cannon down. Let's focus the cannon down. I think we can't play too defensively. We just have to kill them before they can mess us up too badly. It's good that he went for Luna there. We definitely want them going for Luna instead. Reinforcements. Obviously another Fusilier. We can always hit him with our dog here. Crush the cannon again for 5. Okay, we're getting some high rolls here, which is good for us. It's a third of the way there. 6 to 14 or 2 to 5. We can't risk this Fuseman being able to light that cannon once. So I feel like we should probably go for a double hit on the Fuseman, although that's just a waste of turns. I got an idea. Hound's Harry might do something. Nah, Hound's Harry wouldn't be that great either. Oh, we have this, don't we? Get rid of that bleed. That's probably a good idea. That was probably what we should have used earlier. Did we suffer a turn of bleed and forgot to use that? Definitely should have used that earlier rather than later. We don't have the dog buff anymore, do we? We do have one more turn of dog buff. 9 to 17. Crits to 25, that's lovely. We just need to get rid of that thing per turn. 5 damage, that's fine. Blanket Fire is going to hit everyone. The game has much more HP, so we can keep on going now. If you get shanked again, just use Toxin Trickery. Lovely dodge there. We're buying ourselves a lot of turns now. Reinforcements. Alright, I'll check that out after the cannon here then, blue. Unless it's just like stuff I'm not really interested in. Guess we throw another knife at this thing. The knives really don't do that much damage, but we've got our Houndmaster who's eating doggy treats and constantly taking out the Fuseman here. So that's fine. Throw another knife at you, or maybe split the knives up. Nah, we don't want to kill the Fusilier. The Fusilier really isn't too much of a threat. 3 damage. Probably want to give it the mark again, but we can't afford to with the whistle. Nah, the knives aren't doing much more damage against the mark target, and it cannot be debuffed with the whistle because it has 220% resistance. So it's better just to keep on killing that person who can light it. 14, that's fine. If it does at least 10 damage, it's going to bleed for 2, and that's fine. 4 to 7. You got plenty of time to talk to me after the stream, Blue, so if it's not like urgent, then, you know, it might be a bit of a waste of time. If it's regarding your Darkest Dungeon playthrough, I mean, we can always talk about it after the stream. Force damage. Would have preferred 7, but it's okay. It's split damage there, it's fine. Do you know who Bob Ross is? I've heard of the name before, but I assume he's kind of some kind of celebrity, but I've not heard of him before. But I have heard of him. I just don't really know much about him. Go for the crush here. Yeah, we've got to keep on mounting that damage, and Luna is doing some considerable damage, to be honest. Like, it's not inconsiderable, even for a man-at-arms here. We're coping. It's down to half health. Our team is still doing pretty well. Maybe Flashing Daggers does 1 to 3 compared to 2 to 4. Now, we don't need to weaken the Fusilier. It'd be nice if the matchman was always in the 3rd position, but that's not the case. We'll just keep on throwing daggers at this thing. We finally got a crit for 6. Seeing as Thrown Dagger does usually get crits, so it's finally nice to get that. Go for you again. 17, lovely. Blanket Fire. As long as it's not doing too much to Gamer, we should be alright. Go for the crush on this. 3 damage. It's okay. Slice and dice. Potential double debuff. Alright, debuff to bleed resist, but could have been on someone worse. It's alright for Luna to get that debuff there. I'm going to keep on slashing you up. 7 damage. I like to see this. It's almost dead. Going to keep calling in more Fusiliers. I think we do have one more turn on our dog treat. Which, yeah, we have one more turn on our dog treat to kill the Fuseman with. So that'll be Ender's duty for one more turn at the very least. But then we do need to concentrate our efforts more on killing that Fusilier and making sure this doesn't get a shot off. Might reduce our damage per turn to the cannon, but that'll be what it is. And we could try and rely off. We could try and rely off Ender getting a higher damage hit on the Fusilier, but I'd rather get a guaranteed kill every turn. 3 to 5, 3 damage. Maybe we can race down the cannon before the Fusilier can even light it now. It's on 5 health now. We could kill the cannon before the Fusilier gets a chance to attack. I think we just go for the multi-kill now. It's going to call in the Fusilier, but the Fusilier can't really do anything if there's no cannon to light in the first place. But yeah, let's Hounds Rush this. Crits for 5, and the cannon's down. Dog doesn't need no dog treats. He'll crit anyway. The Fuseman doesn't seem very dangerous unless there's a cannon to light, so I'm kind of not afraid of killing the Fuseman now. I don't think you can respawn the cannon. That'd be stupid or something. I don't think it can do anything like that. So throw a dagger at the only guys who can actually kill us now, which is probably the Fusilier here. 8 damage. I'm kind of interested to see what the Fuseman can do without a fuse to light. I am intrigued. We'll go and stun you. Of course, you are debuffed now. We've got a debuff from Zac now. Rush shot. Yeah, fine. What if Medicinal Herbs gets rid of that debuff? Yeah, it gets rid of the position 1 debuff now, so we're still doing regular damage. Usually will die. Sure. Crits for 32. I would say, could you crit for 32 on the cannon, but the cannon has like a million protections, so I wouldn't have crit for 32 anyway. Hot shot, okay. So it's just a ability that hits everyone in your squad. It's like, it basically turns into a... He basically turns into a Fusilier, right? Like Blanca Fire. But it does a bit more damage. I guess killing the matchmaker even after the cannon's dead is a good idea still. Knight's Crest. Unholy Slayer's Ring and some gold. Fine. Quest complete. Let me check the map though and just see if there's anything worth pursuing. Could check out these 2 curios because, you know, I'm curious. There's no battles down here, so let's inspect the curios just in case. Ah, these things are very good. Troubling Effigy. An unsettling effigy erected to service into a mysterious god. It seems very eldritch. I'm not sure. It's just a troubling effigy. It seems troubling to inspect. That's 2 troubling effigies. Okay, screw that. I think those could be good or bad, but I'm not going to go take the risk. So yeah, good mission. We got screwed over a bit right at the start with that shank, but thankfully Toxin Trickery got rid of that. Otherwise it could have gone a lot worse there, but the damage was the way to go, I think. Just DPS racing. DPS race the cannon down, kill the Fusilier every turn, and just let them 2 other enemies get their shots off. Legendary Bracer, which could be very good. It's like a head, isn't it? But worse? I guess the Legendary Bracer is technically a worse version of Dismass's head, isn't it? Oh no. It's a minus speed buff instead of a minus HP buff. I guess that's the trade-off. Warren's Adventurer, less stress damage in the Warrens. Hard Noggin for extra stun resist replaces Ruins Explorer. We also have Hemophilia for less bleed resist. Obsessed with Self-Worship, Egomania. Gamer now has Evasive, extra dodge, replaces Manslayer. Just a natural 5 dodge is always nice, so that's good. And Ender has Rabies, which is, well, a trade-off. Fine.
All my life I could feel an insistent...
Got 2 diseases cured for both of these guys, which is great. I wonder if it's a 100% chance to cure 2 diseases. I wonder if you have a 100% chance of curing 2 diseases when you've like maxed out the chance on curing it. Maybe it's like just very high, so rarely it will not be 2 cured. Or maybe I just got lucky, but we have upgraded the disease treatment a ton. So yeah, we have a lot of level 5s now. We are going to have to do some champion quests very soon. Let's sort by level here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 level 5s. We've got more than 2 full teams of level 5s here. Where is Zassy? Hello Zassy, it's nice to see you, man. How you doing? And then we've got 5 guys here who can still do veteran missions, and then we could potentially go on some more apprentice missions with these guys, but we're going to have to be going on champion missions pretty soon, probably.